Hello, and welcome to the DCIFF Film Chat Podcast. I'm Erin DeVos, and I'll be your host for this season. Join us for insightful interviews that explore the work of up-and-coming independent filmmakers from all over the world. If you're passionate about film and keen to learning about the creative process from the future cinema greats, this podcast is a must-listen for you. Our mission is to provide listeners with the engaging and informative conversations about successful and innovative films, including features, shorts, documentaries, animation, and web series from across the globe. The DCIFF Film Chat Podcast is a unique opportunity for independent filmmakers to have their voices heard in a way no other film festival can provide. You can listen to the DCIFF Film Chat Podcast on all podcast platforms or visit our website at DCIFF-indie.org/DCIFF-podcast. Thank you. Thank you both so much for joining me today. I have on the podcast Fabien and as well as Abla, and they are the directors of Cartagène, which is a film that's from France that will be showcasing DCIFF 2025 as part of our amazing animation program block, which will be premiering at the Regal Gallery Place Theater. So again, welcome both of you to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
us.
Of course. Yeah, no, it's such an awesome, I'm really excited to be chatting with you guys today, like about your film and the creative process and how it came to be. And so to kick things off, I'd love to hear if you guys can just share a little bit about yourself and as well as your film.
Yeah, right. So I'm Fabien Bernard, and
I'm Abla Sayer.
so we were together with 6 other directors, so 8 in total to direct our movie, which is our graduation movie, basically. So we made it in Lyon, in France, in a school which is specialized in 3D animation and special effects, basically.
We made it alongside Léa Berbach, Buisson, Paola Couturier, Marine Lavilla, Théo Noir, and Marie Pacron.
And so, yeah, we were all responsible about directing the movie, but also of every aspect of the production of the movie. And so we were able to touch everything from script writing to final editing. So it was great to see all aspects and also really challenging for us because we had 1 year and a half, something like that, to make it happen.
And basically, the movie follows Paul, who is a 30-year-old man. Basically, he's reliving his childhood memories with his grandfather, and most of the film is seen through a handheld camera operated by his younger self, which symbolizes how he saw things when he was 12. And it's all these memories are inspired by our personal life experiences. And so the movie, the title is, So basically, it's named Cartagène after traditional beverage from the south of France, which is linked to Fabien's family heritage. And we see both Paul and his grandfather share the beverage through the movie.
Wow. No, I love the different layers to it, like even where it's you are all collaborating in each stage of the production or even each how can I say it, position of it too. So that's amazing. And for you guys to have worked so well together, or that's what I'm thinking as well, to produce this film. And so what was that experience like in the sense of, going, wearing multiple hats at once? I feel that's such a unique perspective, or I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, that was a really great opportunity for us because now we are able to understand like every steps concerning the making of a movie. So this is for us, for us, it's also a great way if we want to become directors at the end because we can know maybe better understand every step yet. Actually.
Yeah. For me, it's also like I consider this a once in a lifetime opportunity because this was given to us by our school. Because realistically, we won't be able to be a part of every step of the movies we'll be involved in the future.
Mhm. Yeah. No, that's amazing. And yeah, to have like such a learning experience throughout it too, and to have been working on this project through school. And you had mentioned that this is like a personal experience to you, and I was wondering the different aspects. Like I love when like animation is kind of based off of real life experiences or like memories in that certain sense. And I'd love to know, yeah, kind of what the inspiration or why shared or why tell this story about your grandfather.
So it was a lot of meeting because we had like many ideas first, and we had like one question we wanted to answer. It was like at the oh sorry, yeah, we are asking ourselves if the moments we shared and the memories we spent with a loved one and so their heritage are enough to mourn them. And it was kind of tough to answer to that. So we exchanged a lot, and we choose to select the memories we had with our grandparents because we all had different experiences, even if we don't, and even if we don't came from the same place, we all have like same memories or kind of same memories. So it was for us like a good point to start. And yeah, it evolves to the story we have like in the making at the final end of the movie.
Yeah, so we quickly came to the conclusion that despite like just like what Fabien said, that despite growing up in different places, when we shared what we remembered of our grandparents, we realized that yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, even though it didn't happen in the same place or at the same time. And we all felt that kind of bittersweet nostalgia about the time we spent with and time we did not get to spend with our grandparents.
Mhm. Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, I appreciate you both of you sharing and how it's kind of like snippets of everyone's, and to be able to combine those experiences into creating ultimately the story and how I'm trying to recall, but is there dialogue in the story? There is.
Yeah.
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 So throughout like yeah, just kind of thinking or that drives into the question I was gonna ask, like in the sense of like how did you approach, like, working with the actor, like, playing Paul, like, to ensure, like, that you're capturing those moments or memories authentically?
So in order to do that, we add like a lot of video with references. So basically, we all looked into like our archives, personal family archives, and we captured like some sentence that for us was like true to our memories. And then like we try to write dialogues around that angle to make it like real and not really like fantasic.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm quite right, but
And what's really important to the main character is that he's from the south of France, and the people from the south of France have a specific accent, and we wanted a voice actor that would be able to recreate that accent without it being laughable, like without coming off as a joke.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, especially in animation, with having, like, the voiceover actor, like, it's definitely, have to get it right in that sense or, like, having someone, like, really fit into what that character, that you ultimately molded out into. Yeah, and that also, like, for those who I've seen the movie and also, like, the poster too, and so do you mind describing, like, the types of animation and techniques that you had used for the film?
Yeah, so basically, when for the artistic direction for the movie, we were mainly inspired by stop motion animation, which has this kind of dough-like feeling. Like it's not a very fluid animation. it's more staggered, and it was kind of inspired by the fact that our memories aren't fluid either. They're kind of staggered, and we try our best to remember them. So yeah.
And also we tried to, in terms of 3D animation, we tried to respect the scale that they use in stop motion animation. So it means like we did kind of the same, making everything like smaller, like if it was puppets and stuff. And we also tried to have like the handheld camera look. So we had to find a way to reproduce the movement as much as it would be like in real life. So it was kind of some challenges we faced, but it was really interesting to do R&D and stuff to try to reproduce both the motion aspect and handheld camera movement.
Truly. Yeah, no, it was super impressive by that because yeah, you do see like certain scenes, like I'm just imagining like, the still like at the grandfather like at the table and like being able to capture like that zoomed in moment, whereas like, the nature and like the house that comes outside of that world, it's beautifully created and well done. So I give you guys so much
Thank
credit
you.
for the
Thank you.
detail. Thinking on that note too, like what was one of the biggest challenges in making this film?
Oh, there are many changes actually. I think you might agree, but first it was a challenge to be 8 directors working all together because you had to know from the beginning, but you won't be happy about every decisions every time. So you have to take some distance about what you want, etc., etc. So yeah, you have to be open-minded and listen to others. And it was for all of us, I think, really challenging at the very beginning because we were more used to work on our own first, and now we learned to work in a team. So it was maybe, I mean, for me, it was like the first challenge we faced. Maybe I don't know for you, Abla.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. We were a team of 8, and you can't please 8 people on everything. You definitely have to make to give up on certain things. Even though, and the thing is, it's hard because it's a movie and we take everything at heart, and that's the thing you have to learn to separate from your work. Like every critique you get is not a critique about you; it's a critique about your work, and you have to learn to receive critiques.
hmm Absolutely. And such like a, big and collaborative setting too, right? Like in the sense of like, there's certain ideas that you want more than another. So I love how you
Yeah,
all like were able to find that balance. And yeah, even as I said at the beginning of the conversation, it's so impressive and unique to have, multiple directors work on a film together collaboratively. So well done.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Of course, yeah. And kind of thinking on that too, like, around like maybe not necessarily like all challenges, but like, was there anything like any unexpected moments on set that changed the way that you had told the story?
Um, And sometimes it was like, we had deadlines, and so we faced a bunch of juries, like people who were like looking to our work and making feedbacks. And so sometimes we were like really confident about the story we had, the art direction we are looking to make. And after that kind of juries, it was kind of like, oh, what are we doing now? Because we are like thinking back about everything we made,
Mhm.
and sometimes it was really hard and to go back to work after that. But I think as we were like 8, it was also great because we were all like kind of like fighting
Yeah.
together to do the best for a movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the movie is definitely not what it was at first. Like at
Oh yeah.
the very beginning, it's definitely not what it was. It definitely evolved. I think the thing that stuck with me is like for the older version of Paul, he didn't exist at first. Like it was originally just the younger version of him, and we got feedback that it would be more interesting to see also. his older version. And for me, it felt like halfway through the process and kind of on short notice, but like we still made it work.
Oh, that's the beauty of it, right? Like the whole process of it all, like the thick and thin and all of it. So, no, that's
Yeah.
amazing. And I'm glad that, yeah, there wasn't like, yeah, too much in that sense. Like, I mean, it changed like over time, but like, nothing like too dramatic in that sense.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, it also makes me think too, like if you could expand Cartagène into a longer film, like would you explore that further?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Oh, sure. If you could expand your like Cartagène into a longer film, would you explore that further?
Tough question.
I know it is.
I don't know. The first version of Cartagène was definitely way longer. Like we definitely had way more sets, way more shots planned, and it wasn't doable for the amount of time we had. And I don't know. I feel like we've explored what personally, I feel like we explored what we wanted to explore, and sure, a longer version would be nice and like visually more pleasing. But I don't know if we were given the opportunity, I don't know if I would do it personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Abla because I think it could be really interesting to make the audience feel a bit more about how the relationship between Paul and his grandfather evolves. But I don't know, like we at the end now it's really hard because we made it this way and it's like a lot of process to think about how it could be like longer. So maybe I don't know.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, no, with animation, like I know you guys put in so much hard work into it and knowing that this is a 6-minute film, it took days, and months to create, so and come to life. So it always makes me curious, like if anyone was interested in expanding their film in any way.
I think we're really glad to be able to call it finished.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And would you guys collaborate on another project again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, of
Definitely.
course. I mean, like we in 1.5 years we learn about how to work with everyone in the group.
Hmm.
So no, I think it will be like more easy to start a new
Yeah.
project as we know each other. And so yeah, it would be great to try anytime.
Yeah, yeah. We know what to expect with each other now.
Yeah, right.
Hmm. Yeah, love that. And yeah, that you guys want to continue. And are you guys building on or creating new projects of your own, whether it's together or on your own path?
Personally, not movie projects, maybe small projects, but yeah.
Yeah, same. I'm currently doing some project with some people on the group, but not everyone yet. So yeah, maybe everyone would get involved one day.
Hmm. Definitely. Yeah, no, that'd be amazing. And yeah, again, like this film is beautifully created and very authentic. So thank you all for yeah, both of you for sharing and, all the other directors too. And yeah, no, this has been such a great conversation. And I was wondering if there's anything that I may not have asked or we didn't talk about that you wanted to share.
I think the main thing is that I would like to emphasize that the message of the movie is that lost time is never found again, and that we have to appreciate the simplest things while we can.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
Yeah, very much resonates to what I'm going through right now. So I love that. So oh, well, amazing. Well, thank you both so much again for joining me today. Again, for those listening, Cartagène will be playing at the festival this year during our amazing animation program, which is happening on Saturday, February 15th. So, again, thank you, Fabien,
Thank you
and
so much.
also thank you,
Good
Albert.
Thank you, Erin. Thank you.
This podcast is brought to you by the DCIFF supporters, We could not be here without all of you to be sharing this amazing outlet with filmmakers from around the world. If you are interested in supporting DCIFF, head on over to our website through the link description in the bio of this episode, or you can go right to the website, which is DCIFF-indie.org, to connect with us and learn more about our Future of Film programs, our festival, and also more educational opportunities in what we do with our high school students, community, and beyond. We look forward to your support.